This month, as we think about stewardship and renew our plans for giving for the ministry of Community United Methodist Church next year, we're grateful for so many who have provided stability through faithful giving. Some of our members are sharing their thoughts on what it means to give, how they feel about giving, and the connection between giving and faith in Christ. I'm particularly grateful for a letter that we have received this year from one of our members, Bill Tiedemann, and he asked me to share it with you. Bill writes, "Good morning. I was asked to say a few words to you all this morning on the eve of our annual pledge drive. Unfortunately, I'm out trout fishing in the high Sierras and not able to be with you in person. I have heard it said that we should earn as much as we can, save as much as we can, and give as much as we can. Finance has always been a touchy and difficult subject to talk about in the church. Giving is personal and different for each of us. As we count our many blessings, it is important to remember that there are many who are in great need, and there is an opportunity for us to make a difference through giving. The past several years have been stressful for most of us. There have been many issues that have stressed our church, politics that divide our nation, and a pandemic that has farther fueled the differences between us. Yet in all this, we as a congregation have found strength through faith in God and each other. There are many people, past and present, who have contributed to the foundation of our church in Cedarburg. In talking with Jack Newswanger several years ago, I learned about some of our earliest members, Doc Blancher and his wife Jean. They were responsible for helping our church get through difficult financial times when the church was located next to the main park in Cedarburg. There have been many others who have stepped up when the needs of the church have arisen. Several years ago, during our pledge drive, Larry Gergens was asked to say a few words. I will always remember what he said. We are not making contributions to the church for our own benefit, but for those who are in need and who come after us. I think that all of us have experienced the joy of giving to a person or a group that has fallen on hard times and are in need of help. When Carol and I joined the church in 1971, the foundations of our church were clearly in place. Christ's teaching of the open acceptance of people with different ideas and views. Care and support of those in need was true then as it is today. Those in the past supported the church both financially and with their skills to implement the various missions of the church. It was a diverse church membership that many challenging issues have discussed and resolved. Much, if not all, that we have today is due to the efforts of those who came before us. They made their various contributions knowing that those who followed would be the main benefactors. The needs of the church today are as great as those of the past. Many of us do not have children in Sunday school, and yet the youth are the future of our church and must be fully embraced. While most of us live comfortable lives, there are many who need our help. Our outreach missions are aimed at helping those who can't help themselves. While we continue our journey forward toward a more complete relationship with God, it is our active support in church that helps each of us to grow in this relationship. I would like to close by saying that this year's financial commitment is part of our continuing journey to understand and fulfill God's plan. I hope that you will become an active pillar in support of the future for this church by joining in the pledge drive. Bill Tiedemann.